integration using trigonometric identities. In this exercise, we learn how to find integration of functions using trigonometric identities, which you have read in class 11. So, first question which we are having is find the integral of the function sine square 2x plus 5. So, whenever we have to integrate function of the type sine square or cos square, we have to convert them in terms of cos 2x. So, let us solve question number 1, solution 1. Integrating, let this be suppose I equal to integrating sine square 2x plus 5 dx. Now this can be written as I equal to integration of 1 minus, we know that sine square x can be written as 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So 1 minus cos, what is our x? We can take this as x. So 1 minus cos 2 of 2x plus 5 whole over 2, that is dx. Why? Because sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos 2 theta over 2. So this is the formula which we can apply, and now simplify this further. Therefore I equal to integration of 1 minus, this will become cos 4x plus 10, that in bracket whole divided by 2 dx, and we'll separate this. Therefore I equal to integration of half dx minus integration of cos 4x plus 10 over 2 dx. Therefore we can say that I equal to, so integration of half will be half x or x by 2 minus, and here half is constant, and integration of cos is sine, so sine 4x plus 10. But here we can see that whenever we know that x is having a coefficient other than 1 and it is linear, it is of the form, in place of x is of the form ax plus b, what we have to do is simply differentiate ax plus b. So we will differentiate 4x plus 10, and the difference of that is 4. We will divide our answer by 4 and plus constant. So therefore the required answer will be I equal to x by 2 minus sine 4x plus 10 over 8 plus c. So this is the answer of question number 1. So now let us go in question number 2 of exercise 7.3. Exercise 7.3, question number 2. Find integration of sine 3x cos 4x dx. To integrate this, we will be using the formula of 2 sin x into cos y. But here 2 is not there, so what we will do, we will multiply and divide with 2. So solving question number 2, solution 2, I equal to integration of sin 3x into cos 4x dx. So therefore I equal to, multiplying and dividing with 2, we will be getting half into integration of 2 sin 3x into cos 4x dx. Now we know that, let's write down the formula, that is 2 sin x into cos y, that is equal to sin x plus y plus sin x minus y. So in our question 3x we will be taking as x and 4x we will be taking as y. So let us integrate now. Therefore I equal to half integration of, so applying the formula, this is our x and this is y, so x plus y, that is 3x plus 4x, that will give us 7x. So we will be getting sine integration of sine 7x plus, and sine difference of x and y. What is our x? 3x, and our y is 4x. So 3x minus 4x, that is minus x, and here we will put dx. Therefore I equal to integration of, just separating both of them, we will be getting half 7x dx minus, because we know that sine minus x is minus sine x, so minus half integration of sine x dx. So this will be writing as sine x dx. So therefore I equal to, integration of sine is minus cos, so minus cos 7x over 2, and here we can see that the coefficient of x is not 1, it is 7. So what we will be doing is just differentiate 7x and on respect to x. So on differentiating 7x respect to x, we will be getting 7. So we will divide this with 7 and minus half. Same way here, integration of sin x will be getting minus cos x and plus c. So this will give us, therefore I equal to minus cos 7x over 14, and this minus minus will become plus cos x over 2 plus c. So this is the answer of question number 2. Cos 7x by 14 plus cos 2x. Exercise 7.3, question number 3. Integrate cos 2x, cos 4x, cos 6x. So here we are having three trigonometric functions. One is cos 2x, another one is cos 4x, and third one is cos 6x dx. So what we'll be doing is, let's solve this one. So we'll be getting, on solving this, first let us write solution 3. So I equal to integration of cos 2x, cos 4x, cos 6x dx. As we have seen that there are three trigonometric functions, cos 2x, cos 4x, cos 6x. We'll group those trigonometric functions whose variable mean is equal to the third one. So what is that? You can see that if we take the mean of 2x and 6x, so that will be, the sum will be 8x, and on taking the mean will be 4x. That will be equal to the second or the other trigonometric function. So let us combine cos 2x and cos 6x together, and cos 4x will keep separately. So we will be getting I equal to integration of cos 2x into cos 6x into cos 4x dx. Now what we'll be doing in this bracket, there is cos 2x, cos 6x. We'll multiply and divide with 2, so that we can apply the formula of 2 cos x into cos y. So that is what we'll do here. Therefore I equal to, multiplying and dividing with 2, so half integration of 2 cos 2x into cos 6x into cos 4x dx. Now inside this bracket we will be using the formula of 2 cos x into cos y. First let us write down the formula of, we have 2 cos x into cos y. not necessary, just for information. That is cos x plus y plus cos x minus y. So this is the formula we will be applying. So therefore I equal to half integration. So in place of 2 cos 2x cos 6x we will be applying this formula. So what is our x? Our x is 2x and our y is 6x. So first one is cos x plus y. So we will be getting cos 2x plus 6x, that is cos 8x, plus cos second part is x minus y, that is 2x minus 6x. So that is cos 2x minus 6x is cos minus 4x, and bracket close, outside we are having cos 4x dx. So therefore I equal to half integration of, this will become cos 8x. Now cos minus 4x can be written as cos 4x, because we know that cos minus theta is same as cos theta, into, here we will be writing cos 4x dx. Now simplifying further, we will be getting I equal to half integration of cos 8x into cos 4x dx plus half integration of cos 4x into cos 4x and dx. So here also, now again we will be doing the same thing. We will be multiplying, dividing with 2. So we will be getting I equal to 1 by 4, and in this place in the bracket here we can write down 2 cos 8x into cos 4x dx, and here what we will be getting is plus 1 by 2 integration of cos square 4x dx. So I equal to 1 by 4 integration of, here applying the formula of 2 cos x into cos y, that is cos of x plus y, that is 8x plus 4x, that is cos 12x, plus difference of next will be difference of 8x and 4x, that is cos 4x, will be getting dx. And already in question number 1 we have seen that whenever the integration is of the type, the function is of the type cos square or sin square, we have to convert that in terms of cos. If it's cos square x, we have to convert it in terms of cos 2x. So this is what we'll do, plus half. Then integration of cos square 4x can be written as 1 plus cos. So double of 4x, because cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x by 2. So this is our x 4x. So we will be getting 1 plus cos 8x over 2 and dx. So simplifying this further, we will be getting, therefore I equal to, now integration of cos we know that is sine. So we will be getting here sine 12x over 4. Now the coefficient of x is not 1, so we will differentiate 12x with x, so we will be getting 12. And same way here also we will be getting plus integration of cos 4x will be sine 4x over 4 into 4, and plus this will become 1 by 4, and integration of 1 is x plus, and integration of cos is again, that is sine 8x over 8, and this will be plus c. So we will be getting, therefore I equal to sine 12x over 48 plus sine 4x sine 4x over 16, plus this will become, here we can write this as plus sine 8x over 8 into 4, that is 32, plus x by 4 plus c. So this is the final answer of our question number 3. So with this question number 3 is complete. Question number 4. Integrate sine cube 2x plus 1 dx. So solving fourth one, let I equal to integration of sine cube 2x plus 1 dx. Now to solve this function, we'll be using rewriting this one by using the formula of sine cube x in terms of sine 3x. So sine first let us write down the formula. We know that we can write sine cube x in terms of sine 3x as 3 sine x minus sine 3x over 4. So what is the benefit of writing this one? Because when we write in this way, we know the integration of sine x, also we can integrate sine 3x easily, and 4 of course the constant, so it will be very easy for us. We just will replace sine cube 2x plus 1 with by using this formula. So let's solve this one. Therefore I equal to sine cube. So for time being we will consider this as x. What is sine cube x? 3 sine x, that is sine cube, this we can write as 3 sine, what is our x, that is 2x plus 1, minus sine, so 3 times of this, that is 3 times of this will be 6x plus 3 whole divided by 4 dx. So therefore I will be equal to 3 by 4 is constant, so that we can take out, and remaining will be integration of sine 2x plus 1 dx minus 1 by 4 integration of sine 6x plus 3 dx. Therefore I equal to 3 by 4 is constant, as it is integration of sine, we know is that is minus cos, so we will be writing here minus cos 2x plus 1 divided by coefficient of x is not here 1, it is 2, so differentiating 2x plus 1 with x will be getting 2, and in the second part minus, same way 1 by 4 is constant, integration of sine is minus cos, so it will become plus cos 6x plus 3 divided by 6 and plus c. So this will give us, therefore I equal to minus, then this 3 is there, 4 into 2 is 8, minus 3 by 8, we will be getting cos 2x plus 1. And in the second part you will be getting plus 4 into 6, that is 24, so 1 by 24 cos 6x plus 3 plus c. So this is the answer of our question number 4. So with this question number 4 is complete. Exercise 7.3, question number 6. So this will be question for self trial, and it's a simple question. What you have to do in this one is I equal to, we are having integration of sine x, sine 2x, sine 3x dx. So the pattern is somewhat same as in question number 3 which we have done. So what you have to do is group those trigonometric functions whose variable mean will be equal to the other term. So what we can do is we can group x and 3x together, that is we can rewrite this as I equal to integration of sine x into sine 3x, then into sine 2x separately into dx. Now Next step will be multiplying and dividing with 2. So I equal to half integration of this will become 2 sine x sine 3x into sine 2x dx. So here we have to apply this is 2 sine x sine 3x. What we can do is we can apply the formula of 2 sine x into sine y. 2 sine x into sine y. So what is that formula? 2 sine x into sine y is equal to cos of x minus y minus cos of x plus y. So this can be written as, therefore I equal to half integration of, so this is our x, this we can consider as for time being as x and this as y. So this will give us I equal to half integration of cos x minus y, that is x minus 3x, so that is minus 2x, and minus cos x plus y, so that is x plus 3x, so that is 4x, cos 4x. So minus cos 4x and closing the bracket, so this will become sin 2x and dx. Now next step what we have to do is I equal to half integration of just we know that cos minus theta is same as cos theta, so this can be written as cos 2x sin 2x into cos 2x into sin x is over, then here we will be writing minus, and cos 4x sin 2x, the whole bracket closed, and dx. Now next step we can will be separating them, and we can rewrite it as I equal to half integration of cos 2x sin 2x dx and minus half integration of cos 4x sin 2x dx. So what we'll do now, we'll be applying the formula of 2 cos x into sin y, and for that we'll be multiplying and dividing with 2. So we'll get here, therefore I equal to, will become 1 by 4 integration of 2 cos 2x into sin 2x dx, and same way in the second part as we'll be getting the same thing, minus 1 by 4, and this will become 2 cos 4x into sin 2x and dx. That is what we'll be getting. Now we'll be applying the formula of here we'll be applying the formula of 2 cos x into sin y. Now we'll be using the formula of 2 cos x into sin y. Let's first write it out. 2 cos x into sin y. We have that is equal to sine of x plus y minus sine of x minus y. So this is the formula we'll be applying. So let us apply this formula in our I. So we'll be getting I equal to, therefore I equal to 1 by 4. So this is 1 by 4, and this is our x, and this is our y. So this we can write directly also, because we know that 2 sin x into cos x, that is sin 2x. So no need for that formula, directly also we can write it, because this will be becoming 1 by 4 integration of sine, so double of 2x, that is 4x, so sine 4x dx, and minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 integration of. So what we'll be getting here, minus 1 by 4, we'll be applying the formula of already we have discussed, that is uh, uh, 2 cos x into sin y, that is sin x plus y. So minus 1 by 4 sin x plus y. What is our x? Our x is 4x, 4x plus 2x, so minus sin 6x. Minus 1 by 4 integration of sin 6x minus sin x minus y. What is our x? That is 4x, and this is our y. 4x minus 2x, that is 2x. We will be getting minus sin 2x, and this bracket closed dx. So we will be getting, therefore I equal to integration of sine, we know is minus cos x, so we will be getting here minus cos 4x over 4, and we will be differentiating 4x, so we will get here 4, and same way here minus, we can open the this integration, so we will be getting minus 1 by 4 integration of sine is cos minus cos, so we will be getting here, this will become plus cos 6x over 6, and here minus minus plus, again integration of sine is cos, so it will become minus, and we will be getting minus cos 2x over, this is 4 is already there, and into, so 4, and here we are having multiplied by difference of 2x, that is 2, and plus c. So our final answer, let's simplify this one, so we will be getting, therefore I equal to minus cos 4x over 16 plus cos 6x over 24 and minus cos 2x over 8, and constant is there, plus c. So this is the answer of our question number 6. So let us do the correction here, which I have done. It's not for self trial because already I have done it, so there is no point of writing a self trial here. So this is the solution, and this is the final answer of this question number 6th one. Exercise 7.3, question number 7th one, solution 7. I equal to integration of sine 4x into sine 8x dx. So here we will be multiplying and dividing with 2. I equal to half 2 sine 4x into sine 8x dx, and we will be using here the formula of 2 sine x into sine y. So this will become I equal to half integration of 2 sine x into sine y is equal to cos of x minus y. So this is our x and this is y. Cos x minus y, this is cos 4x minus 8x. Cos minus 4x, but we know that cos minus 4x is equal to 4x. So we can write simply cos 4x minus cos, then x plus y. So 4x plus 8x, that is 12x, and dx. So therefore I equal to integration of cos is sine, so we will be getting here sine, we will write here I equal to sine 4x over 2 is already there, and this 4x on difference will give us 4, so we will be getting here 8. Similarly here we will be getting minus integration of cos is again sine, so we will be getting here sine 12x over difference of 12x is 12, and 2 is here, so we will be getting 24 plus c. So this is the answer of question number 7th one. So with this, question number 7 is also complete. Exercise 7.3, question number 9. So solving 9th one, I equal to solution 9, I equal to integration of cos x over 1 plus cos x dx. So here we can write I as cos x can be written as cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2 and 1 plus cos x can be written as 2 cos square x by 2, and here dx we are having. Therefore I equal to, doing the separation, will be getting here cos, this will become half dx minus, we'll be getting integration of half sin x by cos x, that is 10 square x by 2 dx. So I equal to integration of half dx will be x by 2 minus half integration, we can write 10 square x by 2 as sec square x by 2 minus 1 dx. So this will give us, therefore I equal to x by 2 minus half. Now integration of sec square x is, we know that is 10x, so here we will be getting 10x by 2, and difference in x by 2 is 1 by 2, and this will become minus half into minus 1, that is plus half x plus c. So minus, this half and half being cancelled out, and x by 2 plus x by 2, that will become x, will be getting. Therefore I equal to x minus 10x by 2 plus c. So this is the answer of question number 9. So with this, question number 9 is also complete.